Bring your feet together like this. Okay? So you're going to step forward your right foot, and we want to equalize. Let your arms bend, come in. So step in and equalize. So we stop here. So you don't want to push me back. I don't want to push you back. The power has to be equal. So we come back. We go 1, 2, 3. That's the action. So now the power is equal. Power is equal. Power is equal. Power is not equal. So it felt to you like what? Like you hit a wall.
It really did.
So
did you go further?
I went further. So this is gaining. This is placing the power behind your opponent. So this is a drill that teaches that. So this drill teaches you that, and in the process, you're bouncing out the opponent. So here's the problem with the drill. So what happens is a lot of people, like you were good. Every time we came in, you kept the stiffness. And I didn't tell you I was going to do something and change it, so you didn't expect it. So what happens is a lot of people do this, right? So they come in, right? This move there, here, and then see how my elbows just went back?
Yep.
And they start getting soft and loosey-goosey. And if you do that, the drill won't work. So you have to equalize the power. The power, it has to be a hoom, 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 right? So the problem is, now you know something's going to be done. So you have to force yourself to not know something's going to be done.
Okay.
So now you're going to do it to me.
Okay.
Okay? So back up a little bit, right? So we're going to start here, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to come in. It's going to be 1, 2, right? And on the third one, you're going to shoot your foot further. But don't push your arms. Leave your arms locked against your body.
Okay.
So your body will go forward, and that should bounce me out. So we're here, right? So 1, 2, 3. Don't pull back. So you went like this. Don't. Just come here and be solid. Be a solid rock.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Much better. Okay, so now on your end, didn't feel like you did anything. So the key is you didn't do this. So if you do that, not the same effect.
It's worse if I extend?
It doesn't work as well if you extend.
Right, that's what I meant.
Because then you're using your arms, right?
So it takes the power.
Yeah.
Worse, and it's not as effective.
Yeah. So now, okay, so what we're going to do is now, we're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it to you, right? So you just keep stepping forward and coming in. I want you to come in and push as hard as you can. So back over there, not too much, not too much. So start here, right? So we're going to come in, hard, 1, 2, push, come on, out the over. So the harder you come in, the further you bounce out. So if you come in even harder,
I'll go through the wall.
I'll hit the wall. So we're gonna build on this. Okay, but I want you to do this a couple of times to me.
Alright.
Okay? So and again, I want you to come in and push as hard as you can. And then the last time, leave your elbows locked against your body and just go deeper past me. So I'm gonna come in and push hard, right? So, see? Now do you see how I receive it? So that's another thing we want to work on.
Alright.
So you see I pretty much go straight back, and I land, and I'm still like this, right? So if I were to, on the last one, when you come in, so if I were to do this, like that would be bad for me.
Because then you go ahead.
Well, because it'll push me back and hurt my back, right? So again, that's why I have to maintain the rod. So that's why when you bounce me out, you see the rod is still here.
Right.
So even though I'm going, booker, whatever, the rod's still here. I'm not over there. So eventually you want to maintain that rod. And this again is another example of being bounced out, regaining your feet.
Alright.
So I'll do it to me a couple more times.
I was
You pulled back, so I lost it. So it wasn't as much. Right?
on 3 we're doing.
Yeah, do it on 3. See, you can do it on 3 with me because I will be consistent every time. So that's why when you're training, and if eventually you're teaching, you're training someone in this drill, they have to be consistent. They can't be thinking, oh, it's number 3, this is where he's going to bounce me out. So I don't think that. My only function is to do this every single time. So whether you do it on number 2, number 3, number 10, it makes no difference to me. I will be consistent every time. So that's why I say do it on 3, because I know I'll be consistent.
Okay.
But like even in New York, in the dojo, when I'm training people, a lot of people are not consistent. And as soon as I say do it on 3, they change 3. 3 becomes different. The first 2. So then what I do is I do it on 1. I go, okay, we're going to do it on 3. And then they come on hard on the first one, that's when I bounce them out. And then they get a feel for what it's really supposed to feel like. So, in getting the feeling, capturing the feeling of how you receive it, once you see that you can do that, it takes away the fear of it.
Okay.
So you see now what that's like, right?